Now lads, you all there, yeah? You're all there, right? Now I'm not the leader no more. I was the leader, but now
I'm the leader now.
you were all my
Mutiny. I'm the leader.
you're all my men that thing when you were following me around the guard, but now we have the real leader. Micheál.
I'm not the real leader, I'm the ringleader.
yeah. Okay. Follow on line now, men.
The mutiny, I'm in charge now. No.
Yeah, so 3 times.
I'm not used to bridges! I'm not used to bridges! They might fall apart. I'm not used to bridges. Seriously, you're recording.
So far. I only just know.
Right, Chandler.
What's this?
A ring.
Huh? We're kids.
It's a wheel.
We call these things hobbies. I don't know how you call them hobbies. But when we were kids, one's belonged to a bicycle and we'd be hitting them around the road like that with a stick, racing up along the road. But this one is a steel tire for a wooden wheel for a cart. A steel tire, and the steel tire was put into a fire to heat it up, and then when it was hot enough, they'd catch it with an iron tongs on both sides. They'd catch it like that, and they'd lift it up, carry it, and put it down on top of the wheel, and the wheel would start burning, so that it buckets of water, and they throw the water onto the wheel, and it would shrink it onto the wooden wheel, and it would never come off until the wheel is rot. So an iron tire was made by the blacksmith. I can't see the joint anywhere. Very well done.
Oh, that's something you won't see.
A field gate. Go to the far side, Joe, will you?
Come on, Karen.
Straight up. Right. 1, 2, 3, south. Okay. That's what they call a Smith gate. It was made by blacksmiths. And there's a contraption here then for locking the gate.
Come in, Sean.
To slide forward, see? I don't know exactly how it worked, but I have a feeling, oh yeah, that went into the pillar. When they're up on a horse, they could open that with the stick if they couldn't jump the gate and close it like that with the riding crop.
Oh, nice,
I have
yes.
that feeling, but I'm not sure. And all these metal joined in. That gate was probably made in Athenry by Quinns. Probably. And then when the bar will go from vertical to horizontal, they have to do this little twist, both sides. It had to be vertical to fit into this. It had to be squared. So that's probably 150 years old. And it'll probably be there in 150 years' time. Now, follow me. A water tank for horses, and it was in an old barracks in Galway, and it's 1827. Field artillery. See the field gun. So 1827, and the idea was when the horses would come in after an exercise, they'd all sort of 4 or 5 of them would drink together, and the thing was so heavy that it wouldn't tip over. And so 1827, it's nearly 200 years old.
That's like 120 years old.
Almost. This is a cow who found the land, probably with 2 horses. one horse here. Stand here now, stand here. Stand here now. Stand here now. Yeah.
And one horse in the front.
No, a man will be
man is
standing
behind you,
up there.
see. You stand in front there, see. And you're pulling it around like that.
Oh, it's a cow.
And there's two different wheels, different size wheels. This wheel is down at the bottom, so it's proud, and this is up on top. And they could regulate the height then by these nuts and bolts. And so this pin then, you see, they could pull from this hole or this hole, just to kind of steer it. And so. No.
Oh. And
What else is there?
all these machines over here, Michal.
Yeah. Come over here now, a steel cage was made up by John Brennan. He's a builder. He built out the house out in Dr. Manning's Road, and he's very inventive and very efficient. So instead of carrying the blocks up in a ladder or with a crane, he had the blocks left on a pallet, and they put his cage down over the pallet, and then closed it so they wouldn't fall out, and lift up onto the scaffolding, and they could unload it there. It was kind of ahead of his time. He must be about 50 or 60 years old. No. This is a hot-down mowing machine. It's pulled by two horses and with a post out the middle. So it's hard to explain that now because it's in the wrong position. This is a cart I got from Dr. Cara. I can't remember. Peter Ann was telling me about it.
Yeah.
He said it was the first time they put a tire,
Oh yes.
a rubber tire onto a cart.
Yeah.
And they must have got this, I don't know, from I don't know where they got it, but anyway, it's at the time they're all talking about this cart that would go around town and making a noise, and so the iron tire,
Yes.
this is all down there, the rubber tire. No.
And that's and there's this machine, Michal. This is you have this machine, whatever that is,
Fertilizer or something?
and then you have this big one here.
That's they put corn into that and it just beats off the seed.
Okay. Right.
It's a thresher, and this is a machine for block making concrete blocks.
Okay.
J&J Conway and Sons, Inchicore, Dublin. That's where they made all the steam engines from CIE. There's 3 block machines, 2 block machines, and another winnower, I think they call it.
Okay.
So,
And this.
and this, do you want to come to the far side? No, go to the other side.
Over the other side, Kane. Wait. Over the other side with you.
Look, see this, Derek, look.
Yes.
Stevens.
Oh yes.
They're a foundry in Galway, and that's the first time I saw Stevens mentioned here.
Okay.
And these were down at the docks in Galway, where they'd be winching up goods to put them on ships or whatever, onto carts or. It's a casting.
So
So you can lift it up now.
here, hold on. Hold on, no, you won't lift that meal. Sure. Oh, no, we won't lift it up. We won't lift it up. No. I see what you're saying when it's down on the side.
What's it look?
Yes.
Would there be like a rope on that?
Yes, there would be. Yes. Don't worry about that, Michal. It's grand. You get the gist of what it done anyways. Like that was a winch. Yeah.
There's a winch. There's two handles on it.
Yes.
A man each side, or sometimes two men each side.
And it'd be winch. Wow.
And,
Wow. Some history that.
This is a road sweeper.
A road sweeper.
Machine. It was pulled by a horse or two, and it was used in the streets of Athenry, and I got it from the engineer, town engineer, Harry Fanlon. He was one of the assistant county engineers running the Athenry area, and I pulled that up to here behind a car one time, and there's I think 1917 stamped on it somewhere.
And then that's the
somewhere.
ring.
And the brush was the width of the machine, and it was at an angle to the axle. So all the slurry after the fair was all pushed in towards the side of the road.
Okay.
And it kept going up and down the hills to do with the snow plows now. There's a date on that now somewhere. Okay.
7A, 8A.
Huh?
There.
No, that's
It's very old and very old.
Jeez, it is old, isn't it?
Very old. No,
Gee.
oh yeah.
It's like something in
There was,
Sons. Something in Sons, right?
In 1875, this is one of the three finest yards in the whole country, north, south, east and west. And by the layout and the workmanship, and the yard is divided into two halves, one half for coach horses and the other half for work horses. And in the corner then the kennels for the hunt. This is where they live. And this is all finished in 1875, the school teachers one time would say to the young lads if they weren't doing their homework, they said, if you don't study, you'll be feeding the dogs in Castle Ellen. So, and the whole yard was faced with this limestone, dressed limestone. Beautiful workmanship, fantastic. And about 60 or 70 years ago, they took the stone facing from here and brought it down to build the wall outside Portumna Church, as far as I know. And so that's the only example of the stonework that's left over there where the red window is. And the building, the two-story building on the left, I built from the ground up, and it took me 7 years to do it. So, and all these buildings now have to be restored in the next 100 years. Whoever does it, I don't know.
Cheers. Maybe.
The top of this wall then is semicircular stone. It's the same pattern of stonework and stone capping as they have on the side of the railroad heading Galway, as you go up along the side. And the limestone will come from the quarry in Ballinasloe, come to Athenry by train and take it up then horse and carts up to here. It took them 7 years to build this yard, and it took me 7 years to build that small thing.
But
There's probably about 50 people working here instead of 1.5. So.
But saying that, Michal, when these boys gets bigger, you never know like that. They might have skills to finish it off.
Sorry?
When these boys gets bigger and grows up, they might have skills to finish it off.
Oh yeah. Maybe you might take over sometime. And,
Yeah, they might have They might be builders and a whole lot when you grow up, lads.
I'm not going to be a builder.
Well, you're going to be something anyways, like that, and you come up. You're going to go down here, and you're going to finish off the rest of this.
I'm going to be a police officer.
Okay. All right. Okay.
You have to be able to do something to be an officer, right?
All right, lads. Let the police officer out. Come on, police officer. You lead the way out there.
He's gonna get lost in the yard.
Good man.
Binder. Formation. She's a curtain drum. Simple. Truck a brain hen. Agus bhí sé ag gobal go hanmha fad. Agus sé an cuid tá sin is. Ní roi ein clúd ar bithir. Agus hosí an ash ag fás tríd an machine so. Ní do sagan cadí ana mé leis.
Yeah, it's well into the ground now, isn't it?
Yeah.
Jay, look at the fine trolley.
I'm not too sure now. Perhaps it's not from that's probably the name of the maker. This is very important. This is cast on in McNamara, Shannon Foundry, Limerick. That must be 150 years old, I suppose. And there was 2 horses. There's been essentially 2 horses and there's a timber pole came out to about here, and the horse would have it tied behind like that, and he'd keep walking around in circles, and then at the bottom of that, then there was a shaft that walked whatever machine. That's the shaft. There, look.
Oh, yes.
There's the universal joint there, you see.
Oh, yeah.
So you could change. The machine would be at a higher level than the actual this one, you see. So you could transmit the vertical drive into a horizontal drive. I saw when working out in a place called Wagga Wagga in Australia. There's a Clydesdale horse, and they put on a demonstration for me, and it was like a working museum, you know. So
Yes.
very, very impressive. And
Wow.
this is the wall, the yard was divided into 2 halves. This half here now is for the draft horses and farmyard stuff, and this half here then was for the 3 coach houses and hunters. So when Edward Carson was up in Trinity College in Dublin with Oscar Wilde, he used to come down here to Castleelland to his aunt, and he used to start playing hurling with the local team, and he used to use this archway here as goals, and so it's very historical.
Gee, yeah.
And at the side of it, then you've got these stone troughs. I have a picture of this archway and the bell tower. There's a bell tower just here, and about 6 meters high, and the wall is linked onto that corner and onto this over here. So they took away all the stone, so the arch fell down, and all they've left now is these stones. The freestone was here, with inscribed WPL, Walter Peter Lambert, 1875, and it took him 7 years to build the yard.
Gee.
So
Gee.
those are all the.
That's a great history lesson here.
That's the Jeep I bought out in the Middle East, in Bahrain, in 1978, and we lived out there for a year and a half. And I drove it back from Bahrain to Saudi Arabia, to Syria, Cyprus, Greece, Italy, Palermo, Tunisia, Algeria, Morocco, Spain, Madrid, Bordeaux, Le Mans, Cherbourg, Wexford, all the way to Galway. I think it took 6 weeks.
Gee.
And I videoed of that in Bahrain
Yeah.
with the kids driving it when they're about 7 or 8 years old.
Gee. Jeez,
Left-hand drive.
what type of Jeep was it, Michael?
And
What type of Jeep was it?
Toyota
Gee.
4x4 and the wind came through.
Oh yeah. Gee. Gee. We have mind yourself there now, lads. We have a machine down here now, right, lads?
And this what do you call it? A drill? Is this the drill?
Yeah.
No. Some names there. No.
Cart is what I call it.
Yeah. This call it a wagon or no? PJ Ryan used to do a lot of work for
Yeah.
CIE, and he bought this wagon from them, and he's kept it parked up beside the canal, I think, and he had a horse in the back of the house, and he'd do all the walk around Galway, and the timber shafts for the cart, I still have them, and I put this tow bar onto it at one stage, and I towed it out from Galway out by the airport, and it's fallen to pieces now, but the last of that type of vehicle left. The picture of it in Shinnock in Galway. This is a hay rake, and it's pulled by one horse, and it was made by Pierce and Company Limited, Wexford. So the rake was operated by a lever, and it pulled the hay into a heap, and then pull the lever to drop the hay then beside where they're building a big meadow cock. So that must be well over 100 years old. There are more steel tires now, like when I was showing you, and just riveted onto the tire.
Right. Yeah, no, that's the same again as the other one, Michael, wasn't it?
Yes, it's the same principle, like, you know, but there's no seat here, and I don't know how it was made.
Yeah. And you have a big.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And the wheel type is very different as well too. These aren't going through at all. They seem to be just sweated onto the ribs. They're very different. No.
We've just got the one last one. Hear me out. This.
Oh, yeah.
Look at this one, lads. Look at this big one here. The size of that machine. I want to picture what you know with this machine later on. Here, over here.
As far as I know, this is called a Jensen, but I'm not sure. And it was used for transporting, for moving mature trees from A to B. And this shaft
Don't lift that now.
would have been raised up in the air. Maybe 10 men would lift it up, say, in the vertical position, and the view is used as well for towing out large felled trees through the woods out to a loading place. And this, when we're in the vertical position, this will drop down to here, and there's a chain around the timber, and when the shaft would shut down to lift up the timber off the ground, so it could be towed. It could tow the log instead of digging into the ground. It would lift it up off the ground, and the back would trail behind.
Oh.
And, it's a fantastic piece of work, like, you know.
Isn't it?
Unbelievable, like, you know.
Any questions on it, Sean?
Unbelievable. The bearings
Fabulous.
are perfect all there. Look at this.
Yeah, it's moving very freely.
Brass cups on it here.
Yeah. Very good.
There's
Very
a hole
good.
there for oil in the work.
Now, lads.
Lost everywhere.
Right, you all going through, lads?
Yeah.
Right. See you in a month. You won't find your way out.
I found it. Bye.
Come on.
Bye.
Bye. And off they go on their travels, never to be seen again.
Wait, why are you not coming?
Watch out for this. Watch out for that cane. I'll trip over it. There.
It was good knowing you, great soldiers.